everyone!
Ahoy!
Oh, that were most pathetical indeed. I know you can do better than that. Everyone together in one loud voice. Ahoy, everyone!
Ahoy!
Oh, that were much better indeed. Well, first of all, I would like to introduce to you my friend and the interpreter for this next few minutes. Her name is Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
Let's hear it for her. Woo! Otherwise known as Flashing Fingers. See? Well, for those of you who do not know me, I be Ebenezer Crumby, Scourge of the Seven Seas. Retired. But now I be the irate pirate, and the reason I be so irate is because when I went to sea, I were directly lied to. Why, they told me it were going to be something it weren't. They said it were going to be a lovely time. As I rested on an island hammock, being rocked back and forth by gentle tropical breezes, the scents of tropical flowers up me nose, while native girls fanned me with palm fronds and... Well, it weren't like that at all. When I went to sea, I were shot, stabbed, exploded, eaten by sharks, and infested by ants. And infested by other things. Well, I feel it's me duty to have the telling of others what it'd be like, so that they might make an informed decision before they go. Unfortunately, I do not remember things as well as I did before the lightning strike, and at times I must needs be reminded of what I were going to say by everyone here. Why don't we have a small practice, shall we? Once there was a boy, and his name was,
Albatross.
Albatross. And Albatross was the sort of boy who always carried with him a big...
Knife.
Gun. Albatross carried a big gun. He was angry. Now, that's why one of these might go. I'm going to take the first thing that I hear and understand. So you got to be loud. You got to be clear. You got to remember there's children here. At 5 o'clock, I have something called the Irate Pirate Drunken Adult Show, where adults who've probably been drinking come and yell things that even adults shouldn't hear. So, if you would like to be a part of that, I'd like to see you there. But otherwise, remember that there's children here. And remember that at any show, there are two things I will never take suggestions about. And those two things are religion and politics.
Yay.
And the reason why is because when those subjects come up, adults cease to act like adults. I've had more than one show end in a fight, and I won't have it again. So no religion or politics. Otherwise, as long as it's more or less kid-friendly, anything else goes. And if you've already shouted about 50 things, I've taken many of your suggestions, and you're starting to hog the show, then, well, shut up. Conversely, if no one's yelling anything, then yell something and save me, for God's sakes. And, oh, lastly, since I'm a retired Scourge of the Seven Seas, this is how I make me living. And after the show, I'll be passing out amongst you with an open bag, and if you could see fit, put something in an old sailor's bag, or I'll stab you. So what are two things you'd like to hear about?
Cheese.
Chicken and cheese.
Chicken and cheese.
Chicken and cheese were the first two things I heard. Must be lunchtime. Chicken, it's all, you can tell people are hungry when all the suggestions become food. Chicken and cheese. Chicken, what's your name there?
Rachel.
Rachel, if I forget to include either chicken or cheese by the very end, can you remind me?
Okay.
What are the two things?
Chicken and cheese.
Let's hear it for Rachel! All right, you got me back, right, Rachel? Chicken and cheese.
All right.
All right. Chicken and cheese. Maybe that'll help me remember it. Once long ago, back when the sea had more fish in it, there was a ship. And that ship were well known on all the seven seas. Why, when it sailed into view, people ran screaming in the streets. They didn't know what to do. This was the worst pirate ship known to man, and the name of that ship were the...
Shoehorn.
The Rainbows.
Yes!
The Rainbows. Now on board the Rainbows, there was a crew of nasty pirates. Why, each one had big hairy fists for knocking faces off, and big hairy arms for wrestling, and big hairy armpits, what raised quite a stink. And each one to a man also had a special ability. They were all able to...
Tickle.
Tickle. They're all able to tickle on board the Rainbows. And one day they're all tickling each other. And the captain came out of his quarters. He was a huge man, well known on all the seven seas, commanding, imposing. He had a chest like a boulder. He had a head like a kettle. He had arms like trees, legs like cannons. His name was Captain
Unicorn.
Unicorn. His name was Captain Unicorn. Now, Captain Unicorn also had a special ability. He was able to
Eat cheese.
fart butterflies. He was able to fart butterflies. He came out of his quarters, the men were tickling each other. He went, oh. Butterflies flew everywhere. Suddenly he realized, he looked at the pretty butterflies and saw there was people on shore were staring at him. He said, oh no. He said, no, the people on shore are staring at us. They don't think we're terrible pirates. They would think we're some kind of tickling, butterfly farting weirdos. We are tickling, butterfly farting weirdos. Well, we must go back to sea, reaffirming our names as terrible pirates, and once again make the name Rainbow blaze across the sky, striking terror into the hearts of men and women everywhere. We must go back to sea in search of adventure, in search of treasure, in search of
Shoehorns.
shoehorns, in search of shoehorns, because you're giggling your shoes off, you tickling weirdos. If we had shoehorns, you could put them shoes back on. I'm sick of watching your barefooted giggling antics. Well, the men became very excited at the prospect of finding shoehorns. And they went up and they lowered the sails. They raised the anchor, and soon they were sailing the Rainbow out of port in an incessant search for shoehorns. Out alone on the open sea, Captain Unicorn, using his wee spyglass, scanning the horizon for shoehorns, saw an unexpected Tortuga. What, the island?
Yeah, it was unexpected.
It was unexpected. During the night, it had apparently moved.
One hell of an
He
island.
says, oh, wow, the Tortugas. I didn't know they were there. Sail for the Tortugas, man. And so they turned the Rainbow about, plying the briny foam on the way toward John Tortugas. And when he gets close, he could see that there on the beach of the Tortugas was a
Hedgehog.
hedgehog. Ahoy there, you hedgehog. I'm Captain Unicorn of the good ship Rainbow. We're at sea looking for shoehorns. Sounds weird now that I say it out loud. Do you know where we could find some shoehorns? And the hedgehog said, Lollipop. He said, well, that's nice. That doesn't really, it's not really a yes or a no, or... Do you know where we can find shoehorns? And the hedgehog said...
Maybe.
Baby? Maybe?
Proposition.
Maybe. He says, wait a minute, were you trying to say if I give you a lollipop, you'll tell me where the shoehorns are? Aye. He says, oh, you're an inarticulate hedgehog, apparently. All right, then. And with that, he reached into his pouch and pulled out a lollipop that was only partially licked. He said, a lollipop. It's got a little lint on there. A lollipop. Now, I'll be giving you this lollipop if you'll be telling us where to find shoehorns. And he gave the lollipop to the hedgehog, and the hedgehog said, nom, 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 nom. He says, where's the shoehorns? He says, oh!
Costco.
They're at Costco. But we don't have one here at Tortuga Island. He says, oh, well, what island is it on? He says, it's on the island of... Make-believe. Ah! It's on the island of make-believe. He says, well, would you join our crew, you lollipop-sucking hedgehog, and show us the way to the island of make-believe? And the hedgehog said, giddy up! Giddy up! And he leapt on board with his sticky lollipop fur. And they had him raise his sticky lollipop hand and swear to pirate articles like I will always eat donuts and lollipops, and I will never
Fart butterfly.
fart butterflies. And the captain said, that's my job. Stay off me job. So the hedgehog pointed the way with his sticky lollipop finger. And they sailed high, they sailed low, they sailed the Rainbow through storms that sounded like... Everybody! That's a hell of a storm. Then they sailed through a brown cloud that smelled like...
Goats.
Like butterfly farts. Whoa. It was the annual butterfly migration out of the captain's butt.
Chasing it away.
It was the annual butterfly migration out of the captain's butt.
Funny in that way. What does that look like in reverse?
What happens at the end of the migration when they all go back into the captain's butt? I like the noise at the end. Well, where the hell were we? Oh, well,
Captain's boat.
no, you're right. There was a terrible butterfly fart storm. Everybody, butterfly fart noises. That sounds like the first thing. Well, soon they were approaching the island of make-believe, but Captain Unicorn used his wee spyglass to see that the waters around the island of make-believe were being guarded by
Midget gypsies.
Midget
What?
gypsies. Midget.
midget jelly beans. They're like regular jelly beans, only you can eat twice as many. What? They're wee. Wow, midget jelly beans. Those midget jelly beans were being shot out of a
Laser beam.
cannon. The cannon was being manned by what? By a hedgehog? Another hedgehog. Why, there was a hedgehog shooting mini jelly beans at the men, and the men didn't know what to do. Why, it turns out they were only really good at tickling each other. So the captain farted a wall of butterflies. The butterflies flew into the air and the jelly beans knocked them all asunder and they all fell to the water. This story's taken a horrible turn. And the captain didn't know what to do when suddenly the hedgehog, what was the hedgehog's name? Did we ever
Gary.
establish that? What? Drunkard?
Pillbar.
Gunther. It turns out the hedgehog's name was Gunther. Gunther the hedgehog took his sticky lollipop and he threw it and it stuck the cannon's mouth shut. The cannon exploded, throwing jelly beans in all directions, and the hedgehog as well. The captain shouted, "To the longboats!" And they got into the longboats using their very strong, over-muscular, tickling fingers to paddle their way to the sandy beaches of Make-Believe Island in an incessant search for shoehorns. But when trudging up them sandy beaches, they were suddenly beset upon by
Lasers.
lasers being shot out of sharks. The sharks were shooting them out of their fins. They were shooting them out of their fins. That's the noise they make when they shoot the lasers out of their fins. I'm gonna stand back here as like a seer out of the corner of my eye. Well, the lasers were intersecting all over the place, and the men's tickling fingers were at risk. And the captain knew that farting a wall of butterflies wouldn't help. Everybody was laying low on the beach. The lasers were flashing over their prone bodies. And he shouts, "Men, in order to defeat these laser-shooting sharks, we're going to need three things. We're going to need
Marshmallows.
cheese, marshmallows, and tacos."
These are all
Cheese,
food.
marshmallows, and tacos. Well, with that, he took the tacos and threw them into the water, and the sharks became suddenly interested in them tacos and quit shooting everybody. And the men said, "What are the cheese and the marshmallows for?" And the captain said, "Lunch." Well, they ate cheese and marshmallows. And they made their way into the deepest, darkest bowels of Make-Believe Island in their incessant search for shoehorns. And they could see that it was populated by a great many chickens. Because chickens was the other thing. And you thought I forgot about it. So did I. Deep in the island there was chickens everywhere. Chickens of all shapes and sizes. There were chickens that were there were and chickens that were blue and chickens that were
Dressed up like a woman.
rainbow and dressed up like
Koalas.
koalas. He said, "Oh, look at those koala bears." Oh, they're chickens. So, he said, "You chickens know where the Costco is?" Thought I forgot that part too, didn't you? The chicken said, And the captain went, what? And one man stepped forward and said, it's all right, I speak chicken. He went, the chicken. He said, what was that? He said, this is a chicken joke, you wouldn't get it. Just stop playing around. Tell us where the Costco is. He says, oh, it's over on 5th Street. I says, all right then, you stupid chicken interpreter. No offense. So, they went over to 5th Street. There it was, the Costco. Everybody. Everybody did it too. He said, he went inside. He says, hey, you got shoe horns? And they said, aisle 17. So they went over and they got shoe horns. They found shoe horns of all kinds and sizes. There were shoe horns that were big,
Diamond
little,
encrusted.
Salty.
Diamond encrusted.
diamond encrusted and salty. Mmm.
They were in the key of E.
And the key of E and flavor blasted. I don't even know what that means. And the key of E shoehorn. Well, they collected up all the shoehorns and they went back out. But the man stopped them and said, you'll have to pay for them shoehorns. He says, what would you like? He says, give us
Toe hair.
cotton candy. But you have to burp when you say it. He says, cotton candy. Fortunately, in my pouch, I have some cotton candy. Well, it's got a little lint on it there. I keep a lot of candy in my pouch. That's how I tempted that hedgehog over there to join our crew. And so he gave cotton candy to the manager at the Costco. And they went back to the ship. They went back to the Rainbow, and they all tickled each other happily ever after and used shoehorns to put their boots back on. And the captain farted rainbows, and the hedgehog ate candy. And they all lived happily ever after. Now the moral of the story is
Never count your hedgehog before they chicken.
never count your hedgehogs before they chicken. Anybody?
Keep candy on you at all times.
Keep candy on you at all times. A little lint never hurt candy.
Everything's happier with rainbows and farting butterflies.
Everything's happier with rainbows and farting butterflies. Is that it? I think these are all good morals. Some are like safety tips. I think the real moral might be that a life at sea causes irreversible brain damage. Well, everyone, I'm Ebenezer Crumby, and this has been the Irate Pirate. I hope you enjoyed it. Every one of these here things is different, thank God. And I want you to know there's another one that's family friendly at 3:30, and then there's the adult version at 5. I'd like to see you at one of them, but otherwise I want you to know this is weird and fun because you people are weird and fun. Thanks for coming and having weird fun with me today. If you can see fit, put something in me bag. And otherwise, enjoy the rest of the festival. Everybody have a great day, and let's hear it for